Nightsounds is on the air. Good evening and welcome. My name is Bill Pearce, and I come your way via the airwaves once again at the close of day. Thank you for being there. And I trust that these few moments together, before you either turn in or go to nighttime responsibilities, will be valuable to you. I respect you and your listening time. And as I come on the air once again, I'm very much aware that there are different ways of saying the same thing. If we bear a certain kind of message, we might do it with a song or with poetry or... Well, not too long ago, I happened to be in Houston, Texas, as a guest of one of the great radio stations there that broadcasts Nightsounds. It was sort of a reception for the radio station, and they called me in as an outside broadcaster because we've been with them on the air for many years. They thought, well, we'll have some people come and meet you tonight whom you've never seen. They haven't seen you, but they've been listeners. Well, would you believe, for about the next 5 to 6 hours, I stood on my feet and must have talked to at least 2,000 people who came through that little station there in Houston. But the thing was, there were all different expressions, different cultures, backgrounds, nationalities, of course genders, age groups, and I was reminded once again of the great mix of humanity for whom Christ died. There's not only one way of saying praise to God or worship or joy through music. There are different kinds of music. You've heard the loud, jovial praise songs. I heard one just before I came into the studio tonight. I thought, man, I'd like to play that for Nightsounds. But it was so energetic that I thought it might sort of toss you out of bed in case you're trying to relax. Then there are the quiet songs, the laid-back mellow numbers. Basically, that's the kind of music we program on Nightsounds. And speaking of various ways of communicating, we have, of course, verbal presentations. We might even hum through a song. We might hear a string orchestra or a rhythm section. Spirituals, classics, gospel songs, hymns addressed to the deity, semi-classics, love songs, ballads, get down, gut level, country, bluegrass music, or blues. Tonight's program, we've picked one way of saying things, poetry. And I've entitled our time together, The Poet's Corner. We're going to play some music. And a few moments ago, when I mentioned evening music and classics, we're going to begin tonight with a very beautiful song that you probably have heard before, especially if you are aware of the classics. A few moments ago, I mentioned Music for the Close of Day. That's the title of our first number tonight. Very sweet, beautiful sound. I think you'll enjoy it.
Daylight fades, shadows fall, stars come out to play. Quiet drifts over all at the close of day. Whippoorwill sings her song to the listening moon. Gentle breeze hums along with her restful tune. Daylight fades, shadows fall, stars come out to play. Quiet drifts over all at the close of day.
beautiful music to open our program tonight. An unidentified singer. I never did find out exactly who she was. I've tried to look and I saw no information whatsoever. At any rate, tonight's program is entitled Poet's Corner. Of course, that suggests we'll be reading poetry from various sources. Many of these works come from our listeners. Our first item is entitled, In the Bulb There Is a Flower. The author, Natalie Sleeth. She wrote, In the bulb there is a flower, in the seed an apple tree, in cocoons a hidden promise. Butterflies will soon be free. In the cold and snow of winter there is a spring that waits to be unrevealed until the season, something God alone can see. There's a song in every silence, seeking word and melody. There's a dawn in every darkness, bringing hope to you and me. From the past will come the future, and what it holds, a mystery, unrevealed, until its season, something that God alone can see. In our end is our beginning, in our time, infinity. In our doubt, there is believing, in our life, eternity. In our death, a resurrection, at the last, a victory, unrevealed until its season, something that God alone can see. In poetry tonight, from the Poet's Corner, we turn to one of our listeners who wrote a little bit of verse entitled Earth Child by Thelma Evelyn Jones. Turn your face up to the sky, feel the wind and feel the rain. Let the snowflakes gently kiss you till the sun comes out again. Feel the warmth with all your being. You are of the earth and sky. Cleanse your body with its water and your spirit from on high. Bow your head as do the flowers, all the lilies of the field, drinking rain and drinking sunshine. In their beauty they do yield, for they too receive the blessings just the same as you and I, of the earth and rain and sunshine. Turn your face up to the sky. We also have poetry tonight that I feel would be addressed particularly to the ladies, and in a few moments to the men. Here's one by another of our listeners, Joyce Montfort, from her book Reflections. It's entitled Introspection. Listen closely because there's a surprise ending here. Introspection. She wrote, there's a deep need, an intense desire to know this woman, be she friend or foe. For I am bound to deal with her, and she with me, for as long as my life and time shall be. What's this? I found a memory case dropped by the woman, as in her haste to hide her identity from me, she fled. With eager fingers, I lift the flap and shake the contents into my lap. There's a gossamer dream of rosy hue, soft and tender, a pure delight. A bit of wit and a laugh or two, a little needle labeled spite. A lovely silver filigree bell held the voice of hope in its high sweet sound. A solid disk of golden love with ribbon of black to bind it round. A deep purple sorrow, all edged with tears, soft and dense and mellow with age. A small packet of flat gray cares, dull as the envelope, also gray, in which the woman had kept them neatly tucked away. A slim steel knife. I knew it was despair, but the blade so sharp was not left bare, but all wrapped round with a cover of prayer to keep it from wounding the unaware. And last, a bottle of bitterness, with only a few of the capsules gone. Well, that was all the little case held about the woman, a friend or foe. But somehow, I'm less anxious now, and may even come to know and feel at ease with her, when next I meet her eyes in the mirror upon my wall. This is Nightsounds. I'm Bill Pearce with you. We're almost halfway through our program tonight, entitled Poet's Corner. Reading one more poem by Joyce Montfort, entitled I Am Woman. I am one with you, my sister of the night. At one with you, my sister, who walks in holy light. With grandmothers serene, and maid so free and wild, at one with myriad mothers, or budding woman-child. With every sorrowing widow and every hopeful bride, within my heart a part of me is standing at your side. The same seeds of duality, bright hope, dark possibility, still war within me, struggling through the years. I too am woman. I too smile through my tears. There's one more here by Joyce Montfort, entitled Movie Queen. Here she comes, my movie queen, prettiest girl I've ever seen, with sparkling eyes and skin so fair, her swan-like neck, her golden hair. She moves serenely, dressed in black, a sequined gown, a picture hat. She smiles her radiant smile at me, with a gap in front where a tooth should be. But I see the knockout she'll be someday, when she's no longer 6 in dress-up play. Tonight, poetry. We move on. Our next one entitled Blessed Invader. This by another of our listeners to Nightsound, Calvin Miller. He wrote, I cannot fold the very breath of God into this chambered place I call my heart. Great gales blow through my life, tornado shod, as winds blow tides and sweep the stars apart. Like Adam, I once lay, a small, dead thing. Then God breathed into me his breath of life, and lips that never spoke at once could sing. A hungry peace devoured my surging strife. Blessed invader, it was really you. You who knew my strife and drew me on ahead, till I could see the pit where gallows rose, and mercy clotted where the timbers bled. Man murdered God, but only loosed the wind that fills my heart since I've been born again. One more verse from Calvin Miller, entitled Love Story. She waits, while over there he knocks again. Refused, nor is there place throughout the town. Be strong as steel, lest Joseph sense the pain you feel. It's yet a while till you lie down to sleep. There's nowhere else to go tonight, he said. She fought the burning in her eyes, rebuked her tears before they fell. Starlight crowned the cold, small town with fiery skies. He took her in his arms, and that embrace dissolved the desperation that they faced. I paid the stable rent, he said with shame. Your son will come tonight, she said. He gave a kiss. Joy hushed the night. Salvation came, an infant whimper from the shepherd's cave. Tonight, the Poet's Corner. I'm Bill Pearce, and this is Nightsounds. And as you probably observed, we're reading poetry from various sources. Taking just a moment's break here in case you've joined us in the past few minutes. Nightsounds reaches you basically 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday in most stations. But as we go off the air in a few moments, we do continue in this outreach through compact discs of the music, some of which you'll hear in a moment. The printed page in the devotional book, Golden Moments. And as always, prayer support. As you send us your prayers and concerns, we want to join you. There's power in prayer, concerted prayer, and this is a blessing we enjoy with you. Our mailing address is Nightsounds, Wheaton, Illinois, 60189. And if you'd like a catalog that gives an overview of the entire field of our ministry outreach, be delighted to hear from you. Our email address is nightsoundsradio@aol.com. Now back to poetry. This next one by Norbert Holloway. And he asked, who am I? Who am I? I was ignorantly labeled as a nigger. I was misunderstood as being a non-political participant because I was called colored. I was accepted as being intelligent, as a Negro. Being a man of pride, I became black. Recognizing the riches of my heritage, I am known as an Afro-American. But who am I? Who am I? I am a uniquely and wonderfully made man, created in the image of God. Our next poem, anonymous, with the title, I Did Not Know. A Jewish girl learned Christ was God, and for her sins had died. And in a Gentile place of prayer she came and wept and cried. I did not know you wanted us. My heart was grieved and sore. If I had known you wanted us, I would have come before. She failed within the law to find a pardon for her sin, and did not know the Church of Christ would gladly let her in. And many more of Israel would seek the Savior's face if they were sure within his church they'd find a welcome place. Let every Christian church awake in this auspicious day, and offer life to every man, till not one soul can say, I did not know you wanted us. My heart was grieved and sore. If I had known you wanted us, I would have come before. The Merck Family Singers now, to voice a song that speaks of time and the passing of time.
In the world, and He knows what temptation can do. So don't worry that He will give up on you. He's got all the time in the wind blowing in the So don't worry that He will give up on you. He's got all the time in the
One of the Nightsounds Sacred Treasury Music selections by the Merck Family Singers, and I'm playing trombone there. All the Time in the World is the title. And in our program Poets Corner tonight, our last item from well-known author Annie Johnson Flint, entitled A Very Present Help. She said, He, God, is helping me now, this moment, though I may not see it or hear, perhaps by a friend far distant, perhaps by a stranger near, perhaps by a spoken message, perhaps by the printed word, in ways that I know and know not. I have the help of the Lord. He's helping me now, this moment, however I need it most, perhaps by a single angel, perhaps by a mighty host. He's using me now, this moment, and whether I go or stand, perhaps by a plan accomplished, perhaps when He stays my hand, perhaps by a word in season, perhaps by a silent prayer, in ways that I know and know not. His labor of love I share. And once again, that word share is a key word, because that's exactly what happens here at Nightsounds. And I just want to take these moments to thank you sincerely for being there, for listening, for hearing. As I've said before, I respect you highly, and your listening time. Our mailing address here is Nightsounds, Wheaton, Illinois, 60189, and our email address, nightsoundsradio@aol.com. I hope you have a good day tomorrow, and until we meet again here or yonder, may His peace guide you through the day and the night. And until we meet once more, to you a pleasant and peaceful good night.